गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स. हॅलो फ्रेंड्स. मला पहिले हे सांगा, तुम्हाला इंग्लिशमधनं लेक्चर समजतं आहे ना? बिकॉज समवन गिव्हिंग मी कमेंट्स का मास्तर मराठीतून शिकवा. आता मास्तर मराठीतून शिकवा इज नॉट अ सो मच काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला, ॲम्बेसेरिंग कमेंट. ओके, आय एम नॉट फिलिंग सम एम्बॅरसमेंट. ओके, नो एनी इश्यू रिगार्डिंग दॅट. मला फक्त तुम्ही मेसेज करून सांगा व्हॉट्सॲप ग्रुपला आपल्या की तुम्हाला इंग्लिशमधनं लेक्चर समजतं आहे ना. ओके, सो आय विल आन्सर दॅट पर्टिक्युलर पर्सन. कारण आपल्याला पेपर हा इंग्लिशमधनंच लिहायचा आहे. मराठीतनं आपल्याला ठीक आहे, अंडरस्टँडिंग झालं तर चालेल आणि इतकंही इंग्लिश वीक नसतं. आणि वन पॉईंट आय शुड लाईक टू क्लिअर दॅट का जेव्हा आपण सायन्स शिकतो पर्टिक्युलरली, ओके, तर थोडंफार ग्रॅमॅटिकल मिस्टेक झालं तरीही चालतं, काही अडचण नाही. कारण ग्रॅमॅटिकली प्युअर राहायला आपण इंग्लिश लँग्वेज शिकत नाही आहे किंवा इंग्लिश लँग्वेजचे लेक्चर घेत नाही आहे. हे लेक्चर आपले सायन्सचे. आपल्याला समजलं, लिहिता आलं, एक्सप्रेस करता आलं, खूप झालं. ओके, इथचा वॉच झाला काय आणि वॉचचा इथ झाला काय, थोडाफार चालतंय. ओके, काही इश्यू होत नाही. तेव्हा मला फक्त सांगा, कमेंट करून सांगा किंवा व्हॉट्सअपला मेसेज करा आपल्या ग्रुपला की तुम्हाला इंग्लिशमधनं लेक्चर समजतं आहे ना. ओके, सो नाउ कम टू द पॉइंट. वी आर डिस्कसिंग फ्रॉम लास्ट 2 or 3 lectures on a magnetic susceptibility. Just take a little bit preview regarding the lectures, right? आपण मागच्या सगळ्यात आधीच्या सुरुवातीच्या लेक्चरमध्ये शिकलं का टाइप्स ऑफ मॅग्नेटिक सबस्टन्सेस, राईट, अकॉर्डिंग टू अट्रॅक्शन और रिपल्शन. ओके, on that basis we classified the substance either in a paramagnetic, diamagnetic, ferromagnetic, त्याच्यानंतर anti ferromagnetic and ferrimagnetic, right? Then we discuss about the properties in detail regarding these all 5 categories with the example, right? Then we discuss about the definition of magnetic susceptibility. Okay, then in the magnetic susceptibility we discussed definition, then types of magnetic susceptibility, that is also called as a chi. Okay, either volume susceptibility, either mass susceptibility, okay, either molar susceptibility, etc. Right? In the next lecture we discuss about the Gauss method, principal instrumentation of a Gauss method. What is the Gauss method? In the Gauss method we determine the change in a mass of the particular substance when it is placed in an external magnetic field. Okay, which are the changes that are taking place when substance is placed in external magnetic field depending upon the nature of that particular substance. Either it is attracted by the magnetic field or it is repelled by the magnetic field. And by use of analytical balance we determine delta M. What is delta M? Delta M is nothing but the change in a mass observed when the substance is placed in the magnetic field, particularly external magnetic field, that is also called H. This is the strength of external magnetic field. This is major, right? Then we discuss about the principle, then instrumentation, actual working of the Gauss method, right? Now in this lecture we want to discuss about some formulas which is used to calculate the magnetic susceptibility or a chi according to we find the change in a mass of a sample, right? म्हणजे गाउस मेथड मध्ये जे आपण रीडिंग नोट केले, कोणते रीडिंग, चेंज इन मास, दॅट इज डेल्टा एम. ओके, व्हेन सॅम्पल इज अ प्लेस इन एक्सटर्नल मॅग्नेटिक फील्ड. मग आता तो डेल्टा एम आपल्याला इक्वेट करायचा आहे कशासाठी, तर मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी चाय काढण्यासाठी, राईट? In the particular calculations are so much easy. Okay, so calculations or a formula is used to find out the magnetic susceptibility or a chi, okay, of the particular substance. Okay, we know that in the Gauss method, okay, what we do, आपण काय करतो Gauss method मध्ये? Gauss method मध्ये आपण external magnetic field produce करतो by the use of the n and s pole of the magnet, right? Then we place the sample inside the magnet, okay, having known magnetic field. Okay, then change in a mass is observed or noted. Okay, that means in Gauss method we use magnetic force acting on a specimen when it is placed in a cylindrical tube, right? We know that we place the sample in the cylindrical tube, okay, in the cylindrical tube. Okay, then we can determine the magnetic force acting F okay, on the sample which is a placed in a cylindrical tube, when it is a placed in external magnetic field, that strength, okay, magnetic force can be calculated by using formula 1/2 into chi minus chi a into a h square. This is equation number 1. Say, okay, what are the significances? F is equal to strength of magnetic force acting on a sample when it is placed in a cylindrical tube inside the two poles of magnet. Half is a constant. Chi is equal to magnetic susceptibility of a particular specimen or sample or analyte. Chi a is equal to magnetic susceptibility of air. A is equal to cross sectional area of the cylindrical tube, and H is equal to strength of magnetic field. Okay, which one? That is strength of applied magnetic field. Okay, that is strength of the magnetic field generated by two poles of magnet in which sample is placed in the cylindrical tube inside that magnetic field, right? If consider delta m is equal to change in a mass is observed either due to the repulsion or either due to the attraction, no any issue. Delta m is equal to change in a mass of the sample, okay, when it is placed in an external magnetic field, then the magnetic force acting on a sample can be calculated by using also the equation, that is delta m into g. What is F? This is magnetic force acting on a sample when it is placed in an external magnetic field. Delta m is equal to change in a mass and g is equal to acceleration due to the gravity. If I equate this equation 1 and equation 2, because left hand side of this both equation is equal to F, that is magnetic force acting on a sample. By equating these two equations, I can write here delta m into g is equal to 1/2 into x minus xa into a into h square. We get this equation. Okay, how we use this equation? Delta m is equal to experimental quantity, this is obtained by Gauss method. G is equal to known quantity, that is acceleration due to gravity. 1/2 is equal to constant. X is equal to magnetic susceptibility of the sample. Xa is equal to magnetic susceptibility of air. A is equal to cross sectional area of the tube, and H is equal to strength of external magnetic field, that is applied field. Okay, that means this is the known quantity, this is also known quantity, this is also given, and standard known quantity A is provided by the in the manual which is provided along with the instrument, and H is equal to strength of applied magnetic field. This is also a known quantity. If you think about Xa is equal to 0.06 into 10 raised to minus 6 having no unit. Okay, because 0.03, this is standard quantity. Xa is equal to 0.03 into 10 raised to minus 6 having no any unit, because magnetic susceptibility chi has no unit. Okay, by using this, by knowing delta m from Gauss method, g acceleration due to gravity, chi, okay, chi a magnetic susceptibility of air, a cross sectional area, and H is equal to strength of applied magnetic field, we can calculate chi easily, that is the magnetic susceptibility of the sample. Okay, if you want to neglect the A and H, okay, cross sectional area and the strength of applied magnetic field, you can also, for this purpose, okay, I write formula here. Which formula we got? Okay, we get a formula which is used to calculate the magnetic susceptibility, that is delta m into g is equal to 1/2 chi minus chi a into h square. This is the formula from which we can calculate the magnetic susceptibility of the sample, right? Okay, suppose from this equation I want to neglect the quantity A and H square. I can, okay, we can. How? For that purpose you have to use a one standard, okay, substance, okay.
for the magnetic susceptibility, during the experiment of magnetic susceptibility, water, that is H2O, is used as a standard. Okay, H2O is used as a standard. Under the identical condition, under the same condition, which one same condition? We use the same cylindrical tube to calculate the magnetic susceptibility of a sample, that is specimen, and the standard, that is water. We use same, exactly same amount or quantity of a external magnetic field. That means initially standard is put in a cylindrical tube having cross sectional area A, and H, that is strength of magnetic field, is applied. Okay, we find delta M. Okay, under the same condition, under the identical condition, and by using the same tube having cross sectional area A and same quantity or same, exactly same magnetic field is used for knowing the change in a mass observed by, for the sample. Okay, that means we get two equations now, that is delta M for, you can say that, water. I use here W abbreviation. Okay, G is a constant. Okay, 1/2 chi W minus chi A into H square. This is equation number 1. Under identical condition, we once again use the sample and find out the delta M. Say delta MS, abbreviation S stands for a sample. G is equal to 1/2. Now chi A minus, okay, chi S minus chi A into H square. This is equation number 2. Okay. Now here delta MW stands for change in a mass observed during the water, during Gauss method when we use standard as a water. Delta MS is equal to change in a mass observed for the sample. G is acceleration due to gravity in a both, 1/2 constant in a both. Chi W, magnetic susceptibility of water, chi S, magnetic susceptibility of a sample or specimen. Xa in a both equation is called magnetic susceptibility of air, that is having value 0.03 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, A is equal to cross sectional area of a cylindrical tube, and S square is equal to strength of applied external magnetic field. Okay, by taking the ratio of these two equations, obviously we can take the ratio of these two equations. I am taking ratio here. Okay, 1/2. Okay, taking ratio of equation 1 and 2. Okay, by using this, by taking the ratio, we can cancel G from numerator and denominator both, because it is the same quantity. 1/2 is a cancel because it is the same quantity. A is a constant there, cancel. H square is also same or constant there, therefore cancel. So we get the new equation, that is delta M for water as to delta M for specimen, okay, is equal to chi W minus chi A is equal to chi S minus chi A. Okay, by simply this equation, because chi MW, okay, this is change in mass for water, change in mass for specimen, magnetic susceptibility of water, magnetic susceptibility of air, magnetic susceptibility of sample, magnetic susceptibility of air. Knowing this whole ratio, these whole quantities, we can find magnetic susceptibility of the particular sample or specimen. Okay, this is the calculation. These are the very simple calculations. Okay, याच्याही पेक्षा सोपे आणि वेगळे कॅल्क्युलेशन मिळाले तर डेफिनेटली तुम्ही लिहू शकतात, काहीही अडचण नाही. ओके, आता this is the end of the magnetic susceptibility, right? Now just simply discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of magnetic susceptibility, right? Advantages of magnetic susceptibility, that we can find the magnetic susceptibility of a metal alloy, okay, or solid sample. Okay, simply they are converted in a cylindrical tube by putting in a cylindrical tube. Okay, then powder substance can also be determined for its magnetic susceptibility when it is a pack in a capillary, that is in a cylindrical tube. Okay, then magnetic susceptibility of a liquid can easily measure by the use of capillary with the good accuracy. Okay, these are the some advantages of magnetic susceptibility. Then disadvantages of magnetic susceptibility. It can't be determined magnetic susceptibility of vapor or gas. That means gaseous substance for its magnetic susceptibility can't be determined by using Gauss method. Then magnetic susceptibility can't be used for higher temperature range, that is 400 to 500 degrees Celsius. Okay. If a major disadvantages of this technique, if a simply traces of ferromagnetic material is present inside the sample as impurity, then a very high error will be occurred during the calculations or during the measurement of magnetic susceptibility because of the traces of ferromagnetic material inside the sample. This is the one of the most important disadvantage. So you can say that for the magnetic susceptibility, high purity sample required, right? Okay, to know the accurately magnetic susceptibility of the given sample, right? This is about the advantages and disadvantages. And what are the applications? Applications means magnetic susceptibility is used to determine the unpaired electrons. Okay, is also used to find out the magnetic susceptibility of various samples, metal, alloys, etc. in the powder form or in the solution form too, right? Various complexes for its magnetic susceptibility are studied by using the Gauss method, right? Then these are the some applications. Applications खूप महत्त्वाचं नाहीये, पण प्रिन्सिपल इन्स्ट्रुमेंटेशन आणि कॅल्क्युलेशन्स आहे खूप महत्त्वाचं आहे. दिस इज अबाउट दी मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी, राईट. एक गोष्ट तुम्हाला फक्त मी होमवर्क म्हणून देतोय, ती म्हणजे श्रीवर आणि आटकिन, ओके, या पुस्तकामध्ये मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी संदर्भात एक पेज वरती नोट दिलेली आहे, राईट. मी ते पेज तुम्हाला फोटो काढून व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपला सेंड करतो, राईट. तुम्ही ते वाचायचं. त्याच्यामध्ये फक्त एक पॉइंट तुमच्यासाठी होमवर्क आहे, हाऊ टू फाइंड द मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी ऑफ अ लिक्विड सॅम्पल, राईट. हा शोधायचा, त्याची नोट बनवायची, ती तुमच्याकडे ठेवायची. दिस डेटा इज सफिशियंट अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर युनिव्हर्सिटी सिलेबस, राईट, युनि पुणे, बिकॉज वी वॉन्ट टू कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन द टॉपिक. आपल्याला कशावरती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करायचं आहे, तर सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचं प्रिन्सिपल. सेकंड वन, इन्स्ट्रुमेंटेशन, components of the instrument, right, working and applications. Application particularly here calculation is also important for the magnetic susceptibility, right. आणि application तुम्ही शोधा, सापडतील. मी 4-5 application सांगितले आहे, तेवढे sufficient आहे. त्याला फक्त इलॅबोरेट करा, राईट. त्याला काय करा, इलॅबोरेट करा. आणि व्यवस्थित स्वतःची काळजी घ्या, घरी राहा, ओके. लेक्चर आवडल्यास अवश्य कमेंट द्या. लेक्चरमध्ये काही त्रुटी सापडल्यास ते पण सांगा, काहीही अडचण नाही. कमेंट्स आर मोस्ट वेलकम, राईट, बिकॉज दे इम्प्रूव्ह युअर सेल्फ. पण द्यायचे म्हणून काहीही कमेंट देऊ नका, ओके. सो थँक्यू ऑल ऑफ यू. नाउ this magnetic susceptibility point is over. From the next lecture under the CHI 333 section 2nd, we will start either cyclic voltammetry or which one point is remain, photometry, cyclic voltammetry, magnetic susceptibility, and one point is remain. Either we start either we start cyclic voltammetry or the remaining topic, okay. Make your own notes व्यवस्थित रेडी ठेवा, राईट. आणि मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी हा तुम्हाला प्रॅक्टिकल पर्पज साठी आहे, ओके. बिकॉज इन दी थर्ड प्रॅक्टिकल, ओके, विच इज ऑर फॉर युअर प्रोजेक्ट. एक तर तुम्ही प्रोजेक्ट चॉईस करा किंवा तुम्ही प्रॅक्टिकल चॉईस करा, राईट. मग त्या प्रॅक्टिकलसाठी आपण 9 किंवा 11 कॉम्प्लेक्स बनवतो आणि त्या 11 कॉम्प्लेक्सची आपल्याला मॅग्नेटिक ससेप्टिबिलिटी फाइंड करायची असते, राईट, बाय युजिंग ऑफ गाउस मेथड. सो डिटेल स्टडी दिस पॉइंट नॉट ओनली in exam point of view but oral point of view also, because in oral question will be asked on magnetic susceptibility by external, okay. So ready for that, okay. So good day all of you, thank you very much.